She don't love me like she say she does, but she say she does. She ain't riding till the wheels fall off, Mercedes does. Got my pedal to the metal, my phone breaking up. Tonight we making up, cause I don't live life safe enough. Oh no, 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 no. Good, y'all, today we are reacting to average women are getting bullied off the internet, which is crazy, nasty work. I kind of believe it. Honestly, I feel like average people in general are getting bullied off the internet. You know, even average men. You know, it's too easy to type on the internet, bro. It's too easy to say things that you wouldn't say to somebody in their face. And because of that, we're in a place where, you know, there's the Twitter warriors. You know what I mean? So I get it. But let's get into the vid and let's see what they talking about.
Something I realized a long time ago is that women are not allowed to be ugly. No matter what you have, what you've accomplished, what you've...
That's facts. I can see that actually. That is actually pretty factual. I feel like for men, it's a lot easier to be ugly. But easier to be ugly if you have money. You feel me? But here's the caveat. It's not easy to make money. So I get it. You know, you can't be ugly as a woman. You also can't be ugly as or you can't be broken ugly as a man. And then on top of that, it's easier for an ugly woman to find a man still compared to an ugly man that don't got bread. You know what I mean? So it's hard. It could be harder if you were an ugly dude. It could be harder. Ugly broke dude. It could be harder, but
done, what you succeeded in, being an ugly woman is unforgivable in society.
This generation, everybody want to be a bully. We bully for somebody for the way they look, the way they talk, how they dress, how they act, the type of music that they listen to. This is why nobody can be themselves, because everybody want to be a big bully on the internet.
We are living in the age of ununiqueness, online mean girls, and the public shaming of natural bodies. And honestly, it's getting ridiculous. As a woman, all I want to do is exist. But with the constant pressure of beauty standards, it feels like existing isn't enough anymore. Now, this video is not a rant. This is a breakdown. We're going to talk about the history of how we even got here, how platforms like TikTok are slowly morphing into Instagram 2.0, why bullying people for being normal is somehow trendy, and how every woman is not and does not have to be a baddie. So let's talk about it, because honestly, the pressure is only getting worse. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You are a classy woman. You do not give that up for free. But hopefully at the end of this video, we become bestie enough to where you feel like you
I am a classy woman. Stop playing with me. Let's get to it.
Next step. So let's start with the root of it all. The place that's been slowly shaping how we see ourselves and how we judge others. Social media. But I want to highlight the platform that started all this mess. The one that taught us to chase aesthetics over authenticity. The one that made filters a norm, perfection the goal, and comparison a daily habit. If you haven't guessed it by now, we're talking about Instagram. Y'all remember when Instagram took over? You really had to be there. There was a time where Instagram was the place to connect with friends and share real moments with the people that you knew and loved.
I was not outside when Instagram was a quirky, post how you want, how you feel, live, love, laugh type of app. No aesthetics, no trying so hard.
Back in the day, this app was goated. You would get on Insta and post whatever. Hooping with the bros, peanut butter smiley face, hashtag baby carrots. Now I gotta worry about if my fit looks good, what caption I'm gonna use.
And now, it's kind of a different story. With some people complaining how they can barely even find their friends' post anymore. Their feed is just flooded with ads, sponsored content, and influencers.
Instagram is dead nowadays. It doesn't even show me what my friends are doing anymore. I follow my friends, I never see their posts. Instead, I see a random cat doing a dance.
Slowly but surely, Instagram became the app for validation instead of inspiration. But not before TikTok made its entrance. That's when things really started to shift. A phrase that really sticks with me and also makes me giggle just a little bit is, "This used to be a dancing app." Can we please go back to that era? It was something so fresh and new about TikTok. It was a new...
Nah, because nobody was using it. You know what I mean? Like, they would never go back to that because nobody was using it. Like, it was all kids doing dance moves and stuff. Like, that's what TikTok was. And why would they want to go back to not making no bread? You know what I mean?
Space, a new platform where people were just excited to be themselves, post cringy videos, and not worry about being perfect on. And don't get me wrong, when TikTok first came out, I was a professional hater. You could not pay me to download TikTok. It was very much giving, I'm not like other girls, I'm different. I refused to download TikTok, and I know a lot of us were like that too, but look at us now. Scrolling like it's a full-time job. While TikTok was being upheld as a positive space to express yourselves, make people laugh, and even educate others, Instagram, on the other hand, was following a very different fate. As Instagram grew, it became the place where people could quietly view your stories, scroll past your posts, but never leave a like and comment.
Instagram is just a bunch of monitoring spirits, watching each other, peeping every move in somebody's story, but not
It'd be crazy seeing stuff like this because I be thinking in my head, do you comment on every pic that you see? Do you like every pic that you see? You feel me? Especially girls, like, do you, let me switch it. Because girls be liking each other's stuff sometimes. Not really. I feel like girls be hating on each other. But anyway, do you, every post that you see of a man, are you liking it? Are you commenting on it? You feel me? You're not doing none of that. So how you gonna go online and say the exact same thing that you doing? You a monitor spirit yourself, shorty. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You can't be saying all that and be doing the exact same thing. That don't be making no sense to me. That it really don't. Like, even with the woman that's making this video, you feel me? Which is she's making a video, but the video is saying you can't be authentic, you can't be yourself, you can't like this, you can't that, and that's what we should be doing. You feel me? But she's in a camera, she got makeup on, which isn't necessarily bad because that's you just, expressing yourself. You want to look pretty, you want to feel pretty, understandable. But when complaining about authenticity, I feel like that's harder. Like you kind of put a boundary between the authenticity. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Before I record a video, I'll be trying to make sure my hair look good, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it, but it's still like, let's be authentic then. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel. Hey, don't come for me. Nobody come for me, bro. I'm just saying my opinions, bro. And I'm not saying that it's right. And I'm also saying that, women don't have to come on the internet and just, straight out of bed. Like this is me. You know what I mean? That don't need to happen. Because nobody really does that in general. So, but yeah.
commenting or liking or showing any support.
Instagram is definitely creeper energy. It's like dark, I don't really with you, but I want to know what you're doing in your life energy.
I hate people see, he doing the same thing. I hate people complaining about the same thing they be doing. That's hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, because I be thinking the same thing too sometimes, but whenever I go through that phase of thinking the same thing, I think in my head, like, you know what? Everybody that I know on Instagram, I'm going like all their pictures. Every single person. Like, I'm liking everybody pictures. Everybody that I know at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to show mad support. And then I end up not doing it. And then that kind of gets to the point where it's like, okay, I get what's going on here, because I ain't even doing what I want other people to do. So it just is what it is at this point.
It became the platform where people were very direct and unapologetic with their shade and backhanded comments.
Why did I post a get ready with me? And I also posted that same exact video on Instagram Reels. On TikTok, I have probably gotten maybe 2 comments. You go on Instagram, y'all, I've been blocking people left and right.
The more this happened, the more people moved over to TikTok. So how come bullying is becoming a trend over there too?
Is it just me, or is anyone else realizing how toxic TikTok comments are becoming? I feel like TikTok comments used to be a vibe, so funny. I would scroll through them and just laugh. TikTok comments also felt like content for me. Like,
yeah, TikTok comments are content. And the content is them getting on ass. That's the TikTok comments, bruh. TikTok comments, Instagram comments. Bro, yeah, it's funny. It's funny because they be on ass. That's why it be funny. That's why you see something on TikTok or Instagram and you think in your head like, damn, I don't know why they posted this. And then you go straight to them comments to see the content. See the real, you know what I'm saying? So you can't even be mad at that, bro, because they just getting on ass like they supposed to. They just doing their job, bro.
like entertainment. But now it is so vile.
As an everyday user of TikTok, I've been noticing how a lot of the comments and phrases that we make trend are often twisted into tools to use for bullying. Some of our lucky runner-ups being, hey, so this is actually insane. Why is nobody hating? I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. And one of my favorites, post this on IG Reel.
That's actually funny because that's all stuff girls would say. I feel like those are all girl lines, so it must be girls talking shit about each other. Cause I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. I don't think dudes are saying that. I feel like my favorite line to see, I don't know, is just really built on me. It's SYBAU. You feel me? That's my favorite line, bro. You go in some comments and you open up the comments. Like, you extend the comments. Like, there's a comment and then there's comments under that comment. When you extend under that and they start arguing in there and somebody be like, SYBAU, I'll be like, yeah. Yeah. You feel me? If y'all don't know what that means shut your bitch ass up. That's what it means. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That's my favorite comment to see. I'm not gonna lie. But, hey, maybe I'm toxic. Let's get to it, though.
You can obviously see how chronically online I am.
The normalised culture of bullying on TikTok is a huge problem. I've lost count of the amount of videos I've seen of people who aren't conventionally pretty or can't sing, just being hounded in the comments. Even the people just saying, I ran to the comments, like, you are adding to the bullying.
But I am not a sensitive person. I definitely can see a joke where a joke fits. But this TikTok I'm gonna play for y'all and the comments that followed crossed a line I never thought would be crossed.
My name's Haley and I'm a professional tennis player and I'm in Charleston and there's a player party tonight. Please help me decide what to wear. This is option 1 with kitten heels. Okay, please ignore my hair. I promise it'll get done later. This is option 2 with the green New Balances. It's giving.
The fit just ain't hitting, bro. The fits are just not hitting, bro. If we let's keep it a stack with ourselves. Like, these fits ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if people are coming in the comments talking shit, you feel me? It's about the fits, which I understand. Like look at the top. Look at the top. Are you Amish? This is an Amish top. You know what I mean? So, hey, if they in there saying, bro, the fit ain't it. Like, that's deserved, I feel like, bro. Not necessarily deserved because she didn't deserve it. But it's like the fits just ain't hitting. And that's okay. You play tennis, shorty. You play tennis? Like, if I know how to do math super good and I was a math genius, chances are I'm not going to dress good. You know what I'm saying? People that get online and be dressing too fire, you got to think in your head, you put too much energy into trying to dress fire, gang. You know what I mean? Go perfect the craft, gang. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it. It's not necessarily good, especially not for her if she reading the comments. But, you know, I salute her for being a professional at what she do, but the fit ain't it.
Cool, it's giving casual. Please help me decide. I have literally 30 minutes.
Now, some of you may be confused. This is just a video of a young woman going to TikTok to ask for advice on what outfit she should wear. But when the backhanded comments like, just stay home, or let's start with the hair first.
Oh, that's a girl too. See, niggas ain't saying that. Because niggas know better than to get online and start talking about shorty's hair. You know what I'm saying? So, this is all girls. Girls said just stay home. A dude might say that, but he didn't specify anything. Like, it's like, yeah, if these the fit options, you might as well call it a night, gang. Which is okay. You know what I'm saying? Breaking down her character, you know, just off a 30-second vid, then, you know, she getting flamed. She getting flamed, bro. The internet is rated E for everybody. Everybody could get roasted. Anybody could get roasted. Because trust me, I done been humbled a lot of times in my life being on the internet, gang. So it is what it is.
First rolling, it becomes a breeding ground for mean girls to gather and show their true colors. I'm scrolling through these comments. I'm seeing comments like, is this an April Fool's joke? How about we just don't go anywhere? Somebody said, hi, are you serious? The hair is the least of your worries at this point. Just read a book tonight. Do we have options 3 and 4? Like, y'all, people are so mean. With some of the comments even mentioning her body shape. This one, for instance, reads, the search being square body type outfits is crazy.
If that's what the search bar says, bro. If that's what the search bar says, hey, TikTok roasting her at this point. Shaped like a rectangle. And, you feel me? That's already putting in your head that being shaped like a rectangle is bad. Whose fault is that? That's you already thinking that it's bad. You know what I'm saying? She is rectangular shaped. Hey, you feel me? I got little legs. And I walk around my whole life. I never used to wear shorts because I was like, bro, I got skinny ass legs, boy. But I got to a point where I'm like, bro, I got skinny legs. It is what it is. I don't even care. You know, I'm gonna try to work it out, of course. But yeah, I got little ass legs. I got little fucking pretzel legs. I don't know I don't even know some words for it. But hey, if I post a pic in some shorts and somebody said, damn, them legs skinny, boy, I'm gonna be like, you right. They are skinny. You know, it was something that I was insecure about. But I understood to myself, it just is what it is. And if I post my insecurity on the internet, I can't be mad if somebody sees my insecurity and points it out. So, hey, bro, she square, she built rectangular. All right? And I got skinny legs. You feel me? It's what it is. We just got to accept who we is, boy. So...
And someone comments under that, it's not though. People need to learn to dress for their body types. Like, I'm sorry. So now we have to dress for everyone else's approval and not for our own preference?
I mean, she did get on the internet asking for other people's opinions and approvals of her outfit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like what more, like, you know what I'm saying? And that is very factual. If you want to, make yourself look good, you have to dress for your body type. Bro, I'm wearing baggy ass pants right now. Look. Bro, hold up. Shit. Oh, shit, if I bust my ass right now, bro, I'm gonna be mad as shit. I do need to iron them. But look, I'm wearing baggy ass pants right now. Why am I wearing baggy ass pants? Cause I have skinny legs, gang. Look at my legs, bro. Skinny, gang. So, yes, you dress for your body type. That's why I'm wearing baggy pants, because my legs skinny. I'm dressing for my body type. And when I used to wear skinny jeans, I used to get roasted. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I'm jeans skinny, gang. And that's because I was wearing skinny jeans while I got skinny legs. It don't make no sense. The math ain't mathin'. So, yes, you have to dress for your body type if you want to look the best possible. Now, of course, if you enjoy wearing skinny jeans and you got skinny legs, be you. But come on, like, you feel me? Anyway.
So I just saw this tennis player come down my For You page. She just asked me what outfit she should wear to this little get together. Cute. I'm thinking outfit 2, the one with the green. That was real cute, but I love the kitten heels in outfit 1. I go in the comments thinking you trying to help her decide. You talking about some, oh, you muscular, you're built like a square. What the is wrong with you?
This used to be a dancing app. In the right day and age of the girls girl movement, there are a lot of mean girls hiding.
It really is. It really was all girls in the comments, though. It had to be all girls.
In the shadows.
And the way y'all ate me up on my birthday, y'all are not girls. Why y'all be preaching girls. I thought I was Big Stepper. I knew I was cute. I ain't wear no makeup. I was eating. Then I get on Instagram and I just see everybody sharing pictures and laughing. And I'm like...
I hate that her TikTok winded up on the For You page of the most vile, mean girls that have nothing else to do but tear somebody else down. Haley, I hope your pillow is cold on both sides tonight. But as sad as I am to say this, I'm really not surprised at the energy that's shown towards her. Because we are currently living in the time of always needing to step. And if you don't know what that means, it's a common term that's used in the Black culture. Basically, it means to show up and show out. And if you don't know what that means, child... Look it up, Urban Dictionary. I don't know where this narrative has came from, but in 2025, if you're not serving looks, if you don't have a Coca-Cola body, if you aren't aesthetically pleasing, you're less than. Somehow being normal isn't normal anymore. And I know what you're thinking.
Janae, go touch grass. There's normal people everywhere.
Just listen to me.
Facts.
Just because we see normal everyday people living their lives, it doesn't mean that the social pressure to keep up isn't real. And I got a comment on my last video, why black men's love for natural hair isn't adding up. If you haven't seen that video, it's a juicy breakdown you're not going to want to miss. I'll leave it in the description box below. But I got a comment of someone asking, who is social media? Because I'm quick to say social media does this and social media sees that. Social media in my aspect is the mass. It's the collective energy of people who post, comment, share, basically shape the narrative.
But you have to understand, I feel like it's, I don't know, maybe I'd be thinking too hard about shit. Like, but you have to understand the people with the most likes on Instagram, on TikTok, and all these places, maybe not TikTok, because I feel like TikTok, like, your algorithm good, your vid's gonna hit regardless. But more like, let's say like Instagram, like the people that get the most views, the most clout, the most likes, all these things are people that stand out, right? So of course, if you're a regular person, you know, even me, everyday person, and you see other people that are getting way more likes than you, way more views, way more followers, way more of this, way more of that, then it's like you kind of, I guess, technically compare yourself to them, but it has nothing to do with you. Because the only reason that they're getting all those likes, those views, those followers is because they're out of the norm. You know what I mean? So yes, you see a girl with a BBL and, you know, quadruple D titties on your feed. The reason they're there is because that is not normal. You know what I mean? And we're so used to seeing normal people, chances are we're not gonna go out of our way to like a picture of a normal person. You know what I'm saying? So out of the norm people get more likes. You know, even people that are out of the norm in a bad way get more likes. So it's just about, if you're in, so let's say this is everybody and this is most people. If you're in this bubble, chances are you're not going to get a bunch of likes, bunch of views, bunch of followers. But if you're on this edge, you will. If you're on this edge, you will. You feel me? And that's just natural human behavior at the end of the day. Like, if I'm comparing to myself to freaking The Rock, you know what I mean? 6'4", I don't know how big The Rock is. Let's say 6'5" dude that's built like a tank. Like, yeah, of course, I'm gonna be like, dang, bro, I need to go to the gym more. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna break down my whole mental self because I don't look like The Rock. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's the same way for most women. I feel like when women start to break it down and talk about it, they start to, you know, extend it bigger than what it actually is to me in my head. Because, you know, okay, the body standard for women is crazy, right? However, you can go to get a surgery and make that body type. You know what I mean? For a dude, bro, if you don't got no muscles, yeah, you can get on some trend. You know what I mean? But if you not 6'5", you can't make yourself 6'5", gang. And yeah, you could start breaking your knee, like the surgery where they break your shins and shit. But like, bro, now you can't walk no more for the rest of your life. It's like really insane to me. So the body standards or the body discrepancy for men, I feel like is just as big, if not bigger, than it is for, you know, women. You know, because at the end of the day, as a man, there's certain things that you can never hit genetically. Women, it's like you can hit it. You just got to go do it. You got to pay a little cash for it. So, I don't know, man. I feel like if you compare yourself to an Instagram baddie and you're not an Instagram baddie, that's on you, gang. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they get more likes than you. They get more likes because their body is out of the norm. You know what I mean? Everybody can't be out of the norm, or that would be the norm. It's becoming more normal to happen because girls are going to get surgeries for it. But if that's the problem, let's abolish the surgeries. You know what I mean? Stop getting surgeries. No more surgeries. Boom. Everything will start, trending back to normal. If we gonna keep it a stack. But, women are also the ones where girls should be able to get whatever they want to make themselves feel comfortable. And it's like, okay, then, I understand that with that comes, outlandish body expectations. You feel me? So, hey, and I guess it is kind of bad because everything getting pushed on Instagram to, let's just say, all men in general is the bodies that are out of the norm. So it makes them feel like it's more norm because they see it so much. And then girls that don't have it, they don't like them or don't want to talk to them or whatever it is because they see all these BBL baddies. But yeah.
Of course, there are corners of the internet that are different, but I focus on the areas that directly relate to the topic at hand. Now, an honorary mention of someone who made waves not too long ago, the green dress lady. She decided to speak out about how women these days aren't stepping when it comes to going out, especially when it comes to going to the club.
I don't know what's happening to club culture, but the girlies are not wearing heels in the clubs anymore. And as a 34-year-old, I know I don't look my age, but as a 34-year-old, do we need
She look her age. Damn, am I the problem? Shit, bro. Bro, am I the problem? Is it stuff that you saying stuff like that? Like, you could have just said, oh, as a 34-year-old, you could have left it at that. And that nigga wouldn't have said nothing. It's when you say, I know I don't look my age though. That's what made me give a side eye, you know what I mean? But let's continue.
To come out of retirement and teach the girls how to wear heels or like what heels you need to shop for? Because
Hey, but shout out to her confidence though. Actually, you shout out to, what's her name? I am Krista. Shout out Krista, bro. My bad, bro. I'm a hater because people need to move with more confidence like that. You know what? You right, bro. I appreciate you, Krista. Do your big one. You actually do not look your age. I'm just a hater, bro. My bad, bro.
Amount of flats and sandals that I saw, it just like, I don't know, there's just something about a cute little heel, you just we gotta figure it out.
And this backfired horribly for her. When I tell y'all my For You page was full of stitches, commentary, videos, it went on for about a week of people just clocking her tea.
Yo, what did you do? I just made a video. You came for Gen Z on the internet. That's a suicide mission.
I definitely do hear where she's coming from, and while she might have been joking, it's one thing to have your opinion and it's another thing to make women feel some type of way about what they want to wear, especially when they're just trying to have a good time and stay comfortable while at it. And to branch off of that, currently people are talking about milkmaid dresses in the club. And if you don't know what a milkmaid dress is, it's that cottage core girl fluffy ruffles. But right now as we speak,
that
there
go
are
hard
debates
though.
going on about people.
Wait. I feel like these go hard. Like I wouldn't talk no shit about these dresses. You know what I'm saying? I like these dresses. I feel like they dope. They're like sundresses. They're probably not sundresses. They probably have nothing to do with sundresses. But I feel like these are dope. What's wrong with these in the club?
Fluffy ruffles. But right now as we speak, there are debates going on about people who decide to wear those type of dresses in the club, and a lot of people are tying it into modesty and basically saying how it just doesn't fit the club look.
Now, while I feel a milkmaid dress, that's supposed to be for brunch, day party type of thing. You can definitely get away with a milkmaid dress on a Sunday fun day, but if you decide on a Saturday night at 11 p.m. that you want to go hit up the club in your milkmaid dress,
at this point, judging people,
that's the same. I feel like that they just thinking too hard about it, because that's the same thing as for guys. Like, okay, I'm going out to the club, I'm gonna put jeans on, put my J's on, you feel me? I'm gonna put on a nice tee, you feel me? But at the same time, like, okay, you got a good fit going on, whatever it is, what it is, but at the same time, a dude might pop out in a all Nike tracksuit, and then in your head you probably like, a tracksuit ain't really built for the club. Like, you probably shouldn't go to the club in a full Nike tech. You know what I'm saying? But niggas go to the club in Nike techs and ain't nobody saying nothing about it. It's like, oh, bro's got Nike tech on. And that's what I feel like for dudes, it's a little different because dudes don't be judging each other that much unless they your friend or unless you dress crazy. But for the most part, dudes ain't judging each other because they not at the club to see other dudes. They judging their own fit compared to other dudes' fits, but they not just judging everybody's fit. And I feel like there's a difference for girls because they be over there judging each other's fits and shit, bro.
Based on what they want to wear on their bodies, on their skin, is a bit crazy. It's almost as if people want everything to be the same.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could wear whatever you want, but people see you everywhere. Like if I felt like walking out and only in my boxers, like, yeah, I feel comfortable. I want to be in my boxers. I want to let my balls breathe. You feel me? But guess what? People gonna be looking at me nuts. So, like, ain't no way bro just walked out in his boxers. Like, yeah, like you could wear whatever you want technically, but other people have the right to a freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? Freedom of opinion. You know what I mean?
And to have the same aesthetic. We are literally in the era of copy and paste beauty. Where has all the uniqueness gone?
I just recently seen a TikTok where a man was basically saying the women nowadays are starting to look the same, specifically around the ages of 16 through like the mid-20s. Everybody want to get their lips done. Everybody want to get their body done.
Facts.
You can't go out the house unless you got makeup done, or you got lashes on, or your hair is just top notch. It's like the women nowadays got to have this certain type of aesthetic.
Now we're taking this segment of the video with a grain of salt because we did mention earlier in the video that there are normal and unique people everywhere in the world when you go outside. But we're going to look at social media and how it seems like everyone wants to fit into the same beauty standard. And if you don't look like that beauty standard, you're looked down on. It seems like everyone's morphing into the same look, the same style, the same vibe. You scroll through your feed and
but that's like trends though. Like these are all trends. Like, okay, you know, short top jeans, right? Okay, boot cut jeans or whatever these are called. You know what I'm saying? Bell bottom, is that what they call it? I don't know what they call it. But yeah, like you wearing, okay, tight at the top jeans, baggy at the bottom jeans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is just a style, this is aesthetic, like
morphing into the same
like a
look,
trend.
the same.
Like these, like boom, these used to not be lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now girls are wearing them because they're starting to be more of a trend. But soon this is all gonna go away and it's gonna be something different. So yeah, there's always trends, but that's why people need to try harder to be trendsetters instead of going with the trends.
Style, the same vibe. You scroll through your feed and suddenly every woman has that same perfectly sculpted look. The same lip fillers, the same BBL. They're going to the same doctor to get the same facelift. Even their makeup is exactly the same.
Thanks.
And I am in no way speaking down on the women who are like this. What gets me are the women who are not like this.
Oh, you can't find this in the store. Not this, baby. This right here. This is customized.
Just a woman who claims that she used to think she was ugly and now she doesn't. And we have comments like, I was waiting for the after, me waiting for the transition. Oh, look, a please post this on Instagram comment. Not surprised. But one comment that really stuck out to me, and it wasn't a hate comment, thank God. Someone said, social media has really tainted people to think that everyone has to fit into one aesthetic. And she ate that. And trying so hard to fit into this baddie mold, what's really happening is that we're...
No, the problem is you need to find your people. You need to find the people that find you attractive. You need to find the people that rock with you, right? But when you post to the internet, you post to people that don't find you attractive, people that don't rock with you, people that, you know, your confidence can be taken as a threat. You know what I mean? And that's the same shit. Like, everybody goes through that. Everybody goes through that. Even the last girl, she was like, I know I'm 34, but I don't look 34. It's kind of like, even me, like, that rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm a jealous person. You know what I mean? But, and not necessarily that was even jealousy, but it was just something where it's like, it rubs people the wrong way when you say stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you're pushing all your stuff, all your content out to the world of people that, you know, I'll say 9 times out of 10 ain't your target audience. So yes, they gonna get on your ad. And yes, this lady right here, let me see, shorty, she got a whole different look, but there is somebody out there that's like, you know, I love this look. You know what I mean? Like, this is the look. And when you try to like break down everything that's been taught to us, like what to like, who to like, this and that, and different types of people to like and everything, and you just erase that from your mind, you could be like, yeah, like you could look at her and be like, somebody's is gonna love her. You know what I mean? And I guess that sounds bad in my head, but you can see the beauty in things that you don't necessarily, or you haven't been taught, you know, better yet, to like. You know what I mean? Like, you could think in your head like, oh, this is a loving woman. You know what I mean? And you think to yourself, like, let's say if she was a little bit older, you'd be like, oh, this is a caring and loving woman that has a family, and she nurtures her family. Which just that in itself, for you to give that off, is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? But we've been taught so much to like things that aren't as nurturing, as you know, accepting. And because of that, we're in a place where, you know, we spiraling, bro.
In trying so hard to fit into this baddie mold, what's really happening is that we're erasing the things that actually make us interesting. Our unique quirks, our individual style, and the real raw beauty of just being ourselves. So here's the bottom line. It's okay to be regular. It's okay to be normal. It's okay to be different. Not every woman is a baddie. And honestly, that's the most baddie thing you could be right now.
See, that could be taken in a negative way. I feel like everything nowadays can be taken negatively. And it's like, bro, like if I go online and I'm like, you know, a girl posts a picture, and not to say that I would do it, because I wouldn't do it. That's just out of my character. I don't think I ever left a bad comment on anything ever in my life. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like if a girl posts a pic and she looks square and I'm like, oh, she got a square build. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God, he's so disrespectful, he got on her ass. Is she not built like a square? You know what I'm saying? Like, you the one that made it negative. I could have said it very positively. I could love squares. You feel me? Isosceles. You know, octagons. You know what I mean? I don't know those. I don't know all those shit. Like, I don't know what isosceles is. But anyway, like, I didn't make it negative. You made it negative as you interpreted it. You can't make everybody happy at the end of the day.
Now, I want to hear your opinion in comments. How do you feel about this new trend of bullying on social media? Do you believe it's a trend? Thank you for tuning into the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed.
This is a good video. Let me know if y'all think I'm tripping. You feel me? Let me know if y'all think I'm built like a motherfucking isosceles triangle. Y'all think I'm right? Y'all think I'm wrong? It is what it is, man. But I thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that other shit. And I love you. Peace.